Hello and welcome to another tutorial on how to play a Lunaro. This one is dedicated specifically to dribbling because if you can't dribble, you are not in control of the situation compared to someone who at least knows how to dribble. So the first thing you must learn is dribbling. The ball's mechanics are such that its speed doesn't depend on the speed of movement of a Warframe. This makes it easy to carry out the dribbling and various scoring techniques with an unstable. It should be mentioned that after D changed the projectile spawn, the host began to suffer from the fact that after being thrown, the ball bounces sideways from a Warframe, especially if you threw it while still gaining altitude. So when you practice or play as a host, throw it a little to the side depending on which side of your camera is from your Warframe, and wait until you start moving down before throwing the ball. I also remind you that the ball drops out of the hands during the animation of the bullet jump. You can interrupt it by pressing RMB or by doing a second jump. But the second jump is almost always relevant, and RMB, according to the situation. Also, never start dribbling while on the ground, because throwing the ball while on the ground blocks its animation unlike throwing it while being in air. Let's start with the main thing. In each dribbling cycle we perform the following actions. In order, when we are already in the air, these are a slight throw, a bullet jump, a second jump and catching the ball by reaching it. This means that you need to gain altitude to dribble. Thus before you start you just replace the bullet jump with a normal jump. So that you understand, in order for everything to work, you must clearly observe two things at once, the angle of the throw and the timing, which is the most important. Here's what exactly do you need to do in order to dribble correctly. Throw the ball at that moment so that you land no later than the ball. The throw angle should be approximately 45 degrees. Do bullet jump immediately after the landing by pressing crouch in advance and do the second jump immediately after the bullet jump. See? It didn't even start spinning. Note that you don't need to move the camera up and down. It works anyway if you always look down at the right angle. See again how it should look roughly? Note that I don't press RMB at all, and neither do you when you train. So you will quickly understand where to jump. Now watch this in 10x slow down to see everything in detail. Notice that the throwing animation hasn't even completely finished yet, but I'm already sliding and jumping as soon as I land. There is also air dribbling. There is nothing complicated with this either. Just throw the ball so that it is higher by a head than you when you are in the air at maximum height after the second jump. I will explain the most common mistakes, and ways to fix them. Throwing the ball too early. Throwing it at too small angle. Already these two mistakes will remove all agility and control from dribbling. The third mistake is doing a bullet jump too late, and the fourth is pressing RMB without gaining altitude, because RMB cancels gaining altitude of the Warframe. The last one, by the way, is consequence of the first two mistakes. If, after several attempts, you still cannot repeat at least 3 cycles, try to do all the movements first without the ball so that it does not distract you. Note that catching the ball cancels the aim gliding. The same will happen if you throw the ball, so be careful there. Do all of these steps gradually. If your ball is constantly bouncing to the side, work out this problem first so that it does not interfere with your training. Then work out the rest step by step. I hope this video helped you learn how to dribble. But don't forget to practice. Thanks for watching guys, and good luck on the Lunaro Arena.